Hey guys，我係黑嘅 LJK 繼續翻霍格華茲的傳承 Hogwarts Legacy。咁咧，我哋而家喺個大廳度啊，跟住揾到阿 Natty 對話下先。自從我哋上次咧同阿火灰蛇嗰單 case 之後啊，唔知佢過成點咧？問我下先。
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
OK， 應該人以你為傲字啱嘛？
If she knew more about what you've done, I suspect she'd be proud.
If she knew any more about what I've done, she would never let me out of her sight again.
I'm sorry. Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever.
仲未啊？
Someone needs to stop him.
真係唔知
Whether
點
it is
做
us
嘢
or
喎。
Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village.
Oh.
One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
蘇格蘭，所以你為佢死而復仇？
Do you think taking down the Ashwinders will avenge your father's death?
No. Vengeance is not what drives me. My father would not want that. He and my mother raised me to believe that it is a privilege to be able to fight for those who cannot. I know there is risk involved, but I feel it is worth it. I am glad you seem to think so too.
幾 mature 啊 ，Natty。How's your mother？ 問我㗎，佢落
What does your mother think about all of this?
Well, as you saw, she worries a great deal. She is an excellent seer, but I think it bothers her to this day that she did not see my father's death coming. She misses him, as do I. So I believe on some level she understands my need to seek justice in a small way, but that does not mean that she likes it.
肯定啦，畢竟佢都擔心佢自己個女啊。你阿爸上天之靈咧，如果佢知道你正喺度做呢啲事咧，佢應該都會以你為傲啦，我估下。
Do you think your father would approve of the things we've been doing?
Oh my, that is a good question. In theory, yes, although he would worry as my mother does. But I think he, of all people, would understand my persistence. My father never shied away from a fight for good, no matter how ruthless the foe. And I think he would have enjoyed knowing that I had a compatriot like you.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was. Truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we will succeed.
Yes, we will.
Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
睇嚟我哋喺學校嘅聲望值咧越嚟越高㗎嘛，名人啊。OK， 跟住我哋下一個對話嘅對象又係呢一個，佢咪要冧低裝甲騎士。之前見到我同副校對話嘅時候咧，成個armor冧咗啊又。跟住我哋對話對象係 Poppy， 就講翻上一次我哋歸還翻嗰隻龍蛋俾嗰條巨龍嗰件事啊。喺邊呢？睇下先。check down 過嚟，偷獵者出沒。呢度。開始熟用，已經熟用掃帚移動啦！我玩咁耐，北京呢度。There she is.
Oh, good, you're safe.
個細啊
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
咁點做？呢一個應該唔會令佢鎮定啊！
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
Golden Snitch.
Exactly what kind of creature is a Snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the Snidget, which barbarically was actually used in the sport hundreds of years ago.
唔怪得知啦。嗱，點解班偷獵者會咁 care 呢啲咧？
Why would Snidgets be valuable to poachers?
They could make more money with Snidgets than they ever would have fighting dragons. The golden Snidget's feathers and eyes are incredibly valuable. That's why they're believed to be extinct. They were hunted out of existence by wizard kind. If the poachers found some now, I can't bear to think about the horrific way they'd be bred and killed for profit.
OK， 將來入邊提及到會喺邊個位置咧？
Where exactly are these Snidgets allegedly hidden?
Gran says the journals were a bit cryptic, which is good. Perhaps the poachers won't be clever enough to find the bergs.
難講
From
啊
what！she recalls, the journals only noted that the key to finding them lay in the moonlight. Gran thinks it can be narrowed down to a handful of locations.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
人馬，但係人馬敵意好強係咯，可能冇辦法幫。不過我哋都要搏一搏試下，同
Sounds
佢
as
哋
if we
傾
need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
OK， 咁等佢制定嗰個 plan 至得啦。應該準備會真係見到呢個 snitches 啦。OK， 跟住睇翻我哋個 mission list 先。之前好幾個嘅 仲有個支線咧，就喺個 list 度睇唔到，我哋要喺地圖度睇。就係咧，我哋要準備上課啊！下一堂課就叫做好似歷史堂嚟嘅，叫喺呢度可以睇到可用嘅任務，魔法史嘅課啦，同埋有個又係召喚者球場對戰嗰個 mission 啦。甜甜的詛咒，浴火重生的鳳凰嗰個要去到萬應室度揾翻我哋個 elf 咧對話 Nick 啊。先上堂先，我哋轉翻個 uniform。呢一套咧，我着緊咧，我轉翻呢一個外觀先。其實呢一個嚟嘅學院狂熱校服，呢一個就學霸嘅。我哋着翻普通啲嘅學生校服先。睇先，而家有好多呢啲斗篷啊、學校袍之類。呢一個啦，跟住裏邊件衫就轉。着返校服款好似好啲啊！以前呢個啦，事關而家冬天啊，跟住轉返頸巾位先，係啦，咁樣戴。睇先。魔法史堂邊度上呢？轉返 Hogwarts 個地圖先。呢度。丙斯教授冇上過呢一個堂啊，好似類似係位於呢個位，呢個草坪度嚟嘅。原來正呢個位最近。你試試。
Today's lesson, we will cover a
truly great event.
The Goblin Rebellion of 1752 and all its triumphant tragedy. But more specifically, we will address the devastating effects Throughout the many goblin battles, countless wizard cloaks were lost. Actually, we do know the number. 632. But history occurs outside the classroom, and look, it's time for my constitutional. One can practically osmose the history flowing through Hogwarts.
I think the professor wants us to follow him.
點解唔講呢？直接。我哋終於有啲活動啦，清醒一下。齋聽呢兩課都係大家都咁周公啊。啊 ，Ominous 又喺度玩佢自己支 wand 喺度玩呢個紅點啊！So bored in my life. So, what do we learn here?
Good to see you again. Recovered from that nasty bout of dragon pox, have we?
That wasn't me, Professor.
I'm
new here.
Are you? Well then, welcome. No doubt you're eagerly anticipating my analysis of various wizarding councils, codes, statutes, and of course, goblin rebellions. Not all goblins are rebellious. Some venture into wizarding politics, such as Irgit the Ugly. Some are talented artisans, such as Bragbor the Boastful.
吹牛喎，有啲熟啊。
Did you say Bragbor? I think I know that name.
Well known for his metalwork. I would imagine much of his goblin-wrought iron and silver has survived to this very day.
Oh, of course. Odgok said he was an ancestor of Ranrock.
Oh?
Where were we? Oh, yes. Back to our class topic for today. Grimbold Weft. Another notable historical figure. He's right nearby.
繼續跟住 Professor 啦。
Curious students can find him on display here in the bell tower entrance hall. All students introduce themselves to this hero of Hogwarts. Collect 到實驗指南嘅頁面喺呢一個位。scan 下先。哦，呢度唔通？哦，呢位明星顯赫嘅彩縫師格林帕維夫特嘅頭殼，咁啊佢個技藝咧讀錯字啊，技藝精湛嘅針線活咧，曾經就喺1752年嘅妖精叛變事件之中咧，協助修補無數嘅 witch 同埋 witches 們嘅啲衣服啊，進而保護佢哋咧喺戰鬥中免受摧殘。Oh yes, I see you found Grimbold Weft.
只係一句骷髏骨啊！
Yes, I rather enjoyed seeking him out.
The thrill of the scholarly pursuit. I know the feeling quite well. Now, let's turn our attention to the agreeability and general good nature of Sir Aphbuttle. He's also nearby. See what you can learn from him for your next assignment.
Assignment 啲喎。
Standing in eternal symbolic watch over the bell tower is a retinue of loyal knights, or rather, statues of knights. Clarify.
Wagadu's history is, well, a bit different than that of
cheerful
Hogwarts.
countenance nestled among the ranks. His fame was not won by vanquishing foes in single combat, nor by slaying, rather in training yards and sculleries, where his warm and approachable demeanor was celebrated by old friends and
wander the halls isn't keeping with Professor Binns' manner of teaching.
One to make the waving statues acquainted.
Sir Aphbuttle was the friendliest knight.
This is a centuries-old likeness of Pangadon. Fearless mouse hunter and devoted study companion. People have always loved their pets. I find that comforting. At least we're out of the classroom.
Poppy 都頂唔住嘅 Professor 嘅堂啊 ！Wait a minute， 我喺邊呢？哦，呢度原來係有些揮舞騎士，面容愉快呢一個嘅叫做阿福堡德爵士嘅護教，佢一位呢傳奇般嘅友好又 nice 嘅騎士啊！據說佢以和我親嘅呢個談判策略咧，喺每場戰鬥開始之前咧就贏得勝利啦。有啲人將呢啲事蹟咧歸因於阿福堡德爵士對於自己施展一種過於強烈嘅快樂魔咒。Interesting， 即係每一個 castle 裝設石像又好，都有啲歷史啊！真係。
Professor Binns, I found the statue of Sir Aphbuttle.
Ah, well done. Alas, Sir Aphbuttle's affability was his undoing.
doing.
蛇妖
Died instantly trying to befriend a basilisk. Eye contact is not always to be encouraged. So beloved was he that even some goblins mourned his passing. Of course, that did not bode well with the rest of the goblins, most of whom could not abide mourning the loss of a wizard.
I see. 但唔意外啊。
Goblins and wizard kind will never trust each other.
Yes, well, it takes a cauldron to raise a chisperful, as they say. History does tend to repeat. It is a series of patterns, a thought both comforting and disconcerting. The wise student, such as yourself, will learn from it.
但係聽到呢個 professor 把聲已經覺得頂唔順啊！呢場歷史堂學魔法史，仲要有啲 assignment。
History is written by those who do their schoolwork, so they say. Or at least I like to say that.
之後我係做呢一個啦。我想睇下佢話所謂 assignment 應該未即刻有住。係咯，上完堂我哋活動一下啦。去到嚟玩嗰個，我哋召喚者球場啦。其實幾時到決賽呢？我哋已經玩過好多場，畢竟。Hello.
Hello, Grace. What are you doing here?
Nice to see you. Thank you again for your help at the lake. I've become quite good at Summoner's Court, and I'm waiting for my next opponent. I suppose that's you.
I suppose so.
Shall we begin?
Let's do it.
I'm game.
Well, let's see what you're made of.
醒下覺先啊！我哋要頭先我哋上完歷史堂之後，今次有啲難度，有啲唔係係咪階級嚟㗎？唔係階級，100分喎！我見到佢100分喎，碌到上去上面又唔跌落嚟咧，就100分啊！哇！呢個值得一試喎，真係。有呢個得唔得？拎到100，得啦100。
What a remarkable shot！
死乜球？到你 block 住一個位先。跌啊點啊？跟住我到呢一個先。See, here we go。啱啱好200。
Impressive。
贏唔到喎呢波。Okay, my turn。10分。試下呢個我哋拎唔拎到100咧？啱啱好啊又係。
Impressive. Well, it appears I've been bested.
Sorry 啊，分出勝負咯，竟然好明顯300分啊！
Well done. Diving, Summoner's Court. Seems there's nothing you can't do.
哇，今次好彩啫，輕而易舉呢個即刻要。Nice
game. You played a good game though, Grace.
I did play rather well, didn't I? Only one student has ever beaten me. She's very good. But if you play the way you did against me, you might stand a chance.
Isn't that right?
I do wish you would take your turn.
好，又完咗一個支線啊！睇嚟仲會有下一個對手喎，唔止第3場啦。好，咁我哋今集就嚟到呢度先啦，我哋下集再繼續其他 mission。拜拜。